Welcome back to DubyaCast. Excuse time. There wasn't an episode of DubyaCast last week because I'm currently embroiled in a rather large theatrical production of Anything Goes, a show in which Ethel Merman originated the lead role. I tried to get some decent video for you guys, but that effort abruptly ended with a from the producer. Our performances run through July 10th, so expect a more regular schedule of DubyaCast after then. The plot of Mad World is, by all means, pretty simple. A mysterious driver is careening down a California highway when he loses control of his car, crashes through the guardrail, flies 50 feet, and crashes end over end across the rocks. Some random people stop to help, and they find the man alive.
How about that? This guy's still alive, I tell you. He's still alive.
He tells them that
there's all this dough buried under this big W in Rosita Beach State Park.
Then kicks the bucket. The people are faced with a decision.
There was a certain amount of money buried down in this park, almost 200 miles away. Now, I suggest that we quietly get into our cars and drive down there at a safe, sound speed, keeping each other in sight of each other. And then when we get down there, we dig up the money, providing that there is some money there.
There's only one way to figure it, and that is every man for himself.
Oh, Elbow, my shoes!
Here you come.
And with all the automobile-related monkey shine that follows, you can bet that Danny did something for it. He did. Today we're going to be hearing about the driving scenes of Mad World. What I asked Danny first was, what, if any, modifications did you make to the cars and taxis in the film?
Not too much. Only where they had a flat tire or wobble wheels or something that would require us to alter the taxis and other cars were just cars.
So there you have it. Most of the cars were just cars. But what if you want Phil Silvers' car to start leaking oil as he drives down a road definitely less traveled? You call Danny. Here's how it works.
Well, we have a reservoir other than the engine, and with a electric valve controlled by the driver. He punches it. The oil is under pressure and then leaks out.
Ron Kowal, famous for his comprehensive Mad World filming locations web album, find it in the description, suggested that the tube leading out of the reservoir can first be seen when Phil drives over the rock. You can see a little supposed hose trailing underneath the car as it hits. A famous line in the rare souvenir program of the film says that Danny used a Pemberthy siphon, one of the tricks of his trade, to create an outrageous cloud of dust kicked up by a car driven by Mickey Rooney. Well, in the film I couldn't find such an instance. The program might have been referring to a scene where Sid Caesar's car kicks up so much dust that it stalls Mickey Rooney's, or it could refer to a cutscene. We may never know. Anyway, here's Danny's thoughts on the subject.
We were on a camera car with dust guns, and there's a siphon device for a 5-gallon bucket full of earth. We were on either side of the camera putting up the dust. Stanley said to me afterwards, if he was ever to do a Dust Bowl picture, he would hire me.
The fact that this scene was filmed from a camera car strengthens my beliefs that it was cut from the current release. What do you think? As for announcements, I have only one. For those of you who haven't heard, Peter Falk, a star of Mad World, kicked the bucket on June 23rd. And I don't mean that with any disrespect to him or his family. I mean, after all, he was in when he died, having been diagnosed with both Alzheimer's and dementia. In the film, he played a perceptive cabbie who, opposite Eddie Rochester Anderson, managed to get in on the loot. Even though he was great in the movie, he found real fame later in the character of Columbo, a gruff detective around whom the 80s TV show of the same name revolved. May he be remembered well. And that's all for today. Make sure to watch for a follow-up driving scenes episode in the coming weeks. And make sure to like me on Facebook for exclusive DubyaCast news. And how could I forget the DubyaCast comment question of the day, which is, what's your favorite automotive misadventure from the movie? And if you'll excuse me, I gotta go practice my lines, so thanks for watching DubyaCast. Mom! Mom, where'd you put my script?
I don't know.
Katie?
Don't call me Katie!
Fine. Grandma!
Don't look at me. I don't know where you put it.